I recently had the honor of being a guest on a podcast for Gen Z listeners. It's called the Gen Free Unplugging to Connect podcast by Kathleen Barlow. It was a beautiful conversation, one that highlighted the impact of screens and social media on Gen Z. And while I was invited to speak to that audience, what I walked away with was a message for everyone. So grab a drink, take a walk, and put your phone on Do Not Disturb as we talk about what it means to truly focus in a world built to distract you. Welcome to the Minute Mastery Podcast, a conversational productivity and time management podcast where busy authors and entrepreneurs are inspired to create time for what truly matters. I'm your host, Ngozi Edema. I'm a time management coach, writer, and entrepreneur. Here, you are encouraged to turn your minutes into milestones and to create at least 1 hour a day working on your goals without feeling overwhelmed. And since you are here, let's talk about something that has made a difference in how I manage my time and stay focused. To-do-ists. As a busy mom, coach, and creator, I juggle a lot. Sticky notes and scattered text wearing cutting it. So that is where to-do-ist comes in. It's more than just a to-do list app. It's a simple, powerful tool that helps you organize your day, plan your week, and stay on top of what matters most. I love how I can create projects for different parts of my life, family, business, podcasts, and set recurring tasks, deadlines, and even reminders. Whether you are writing a book, planning a content, or managing a household, To-do-ist helps you see what's coming and do what matters. And the best part, it works across all my devices. I can add a task on my phone, check it off on my laptop, and keep going without missing a beat. If you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed and start taking control of your time, try To-do-ist. Head over to this episode show notes for the link and see how it can help you turn those minutes into milestones. So back to social media and screens. Is there anything we do these days without screens? Some electronic devices or some sorts are our daily companions. We find our entertainment, learn new skills, work, school on our devices. It has brought us both opportunities and challenges. But how can a tool so good be so bad at the same time? And how can you make it work for you? Because whether you are 15 or 50, this affects you. Screen time, social media, and how we focus, one of our most valuable possessions, is being stolen. When the host reached out to me and invited me to the show for Gen Z listeners, I was both excited and nervous. I'm a mom, a time management coach, and I've worked with plenty of adults who struggle to manage screen time. But Gen Z, they were born into this. They've never known life without smartphones, Wi-Fi, social media algorithms, tracking their every scroll. And that is not their fault, it's the water they are swimming in. And as parents, we handed them these tools from a position of love. We had no experience ourselves. When social media and owning personal devices first came in the early 2000s, mid-2000s, it was revolutionary at the time, and we found them fascinating and wondered what could possibly go wrong. So we gave these devices to our children. But 15, 20 years down the road, we now have a generation that Jonathan Haidt describes as the anxious generation. In his book, The Anxious Generation, he wrote, "This is the first generation to grow up with smartphones in their pockets. And because of that, your brains are growing differently. Yes, rewired compared to kids just 15 to 20 years ago." Well said. But as I prepped for this interview, I realized this isn't just their challenge, that is Gen Z, it is our epidemic. Because whether you are 18 or 48, we are all fighting the same thing, the loss of our focus. So let's talk science for a moment. Our brains were created for focus, but they weren't built for constant novelty like we get in social media and now on our screens. Every time your phone dings and you refresh your feed, dopamine, that feel-good chemical, gets released. And guess what? Your brain loves it. It says, hey, that feels good. Let's do it again. And so you keep scrolling, clicking, and refreshing. The average person now has an attention span shorter than a goldfish. That is not a joke. That is data. In his book, Stolen Focus, Johan Hari writes about how tech platforms don't just steal our focus, they sell it. They make billions of your divided attention. Because the more distracted you are, the longer you stay online. And the longer you stay online, the more ads you see. This is especially powerful on social media. The apps are built to hijack your nervous system to keep you engaged, reactive, emotional. That is why it's so easy to lose 45 minutes without realizing it. And I am a time management coach and I am interested in those minutes. How can you take back control? So on the podcast, I asked Gen Z audience one powerful question. If you don't take control of your time, who does? Because when you lose control of your focus, you don't just waste time, you lose part of yourself. You lose the space where creativity happens, where learning sticks, where decisions are made, and where clarity comes. If you are a Gen Z listener to this podcast, here is the deal. Number one, you are allowed to take your time back. You don't have to be available 24/7. You can delete apps, you can set limits, and you can say no. Number two, your phone is a tool, not your identity. Don't let the highlights on Instagram define your self-worth. That's not real life. That is a filter. Number three, deep work is your superpower. If you can learn to sit in silence, even for 20 minutes in your day, you will access something most people forget exists: your own thoughts. And I challenge you to do something radical. Spend 24 hours with no social media, no scrolling, no endless stories. Just life unfiltered. And for the older generation, come closer for a moment and let's talk. We blame teens for being addicted to their phones. But let's be real. How many of us check emails at red lights, scroll while we were waiting for the microwave, wake up and grab our phones before even saying good morning to anyone? We are just as tethered to our screens as they are. We are just as vulnerable to the dopamine hits as they are. And that constant fragmentation of attention is why we feel tired, scattered, and behind. It's why that book doesn't get written. It's why that business plan sits untouched. It's why the day ends and we wonder, what did I do with my day? Where did the time go? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you were truly bored? When was the last time you finished something without checking your phone halfway through? When did you last take a walk with no podcast, no text, just you enjoying life? We are overstimulated and under-inspired. We are constantly plugged in but rarely tuned in. And the more we run from boredom, the less we create, the less we reflect, the less we feel, because we are numbing ourselves with noise. What is the way forward? And while you are here, hello, mamas and papas. Are you looking for the next book for that special kid in your life? Here is a book recommendation for you. Meet Freddy and the Veggies, an adventure where veggies are superheroes. Fun, colorful, and a parent's secret weapon. Say goodbye to veggie battles at the dinner table, because in Freddy and the Veggies, kids discover that healthy eating can be an exciting adventure. And they can still hang out with their sweet friends too. Fun characters and lively illustrations. Available in the Kindle store and on paperback formats. Here's what I want you to take away from today's episode. Your attention is your gateway to everything that matters. Your relationship, your goals, your peace, your purpose. You do not have to live in reactive mode every single moment. You can create boundaries that protect your time and your attention. You can reset your habits so your phone works for you, not the other way around. It starts small. So here is your focus reset challenge for you and your family. Step 1. Turn off non-essential notifications. You don't need to be notified every time someone posts a story or tags you in a post. Step 2, create a no-scroll zone. It could be the first hour of your day or during mealtime. Set a rule, no screens, just presence. Step number 3, keep a boredom list. This is a list of things you can do instead of scrolling, journaling, walking, reading, playing games. Daydreaming will also work. And if you are a parent, model this. Let your kids see what focused living looks like. Let them see you bored. Let them see you put the phone down and pick up a real life. That conversation with Gen Z reminded me that this is not just a tech issue, it's a human issue. It's not about making screens look bad. It's about reclaiming our minds. Your time is precious, your focus is sacred, and your presence is powerful. Protect all three. If this episode spoke to you, would you please share it with someone you care about? Post it on social media and tag me at Ngozi Edema. And if you do the Focus Reset Challenge, I want to cheer you on. Thanks for tuning in to the Minute Mastery Podcast. If you have found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who could use more time in their day. And remember to subscribe and leave us a review. Until next time, you are in control of your time. And you've got this.